Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Divine Bow Beginnings 93. This will be a quick reading for my Virgos. Hey, Virgos. You guys, my best friend is Virgo. So, hey. But this is a quickie read. Remember, as you are listening to this video, take what resonates and let what doesn't fly by. I'm going to just get a little small read, a little few cards, and maybe some charmies at the end. Not too much. I'm trying to step into charms. So, hopefully we can get a little bit going on for you. See what the energy is reading. So what I'm asking the universe for is to give me a message for my Virgos for the end of April. Let's see what's going on with you, Virgos. Let's see what you're coming into, what's coming around you. The energy I'm feeling. Ooh, I got chills. Look, guys, I got chills. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. The energy I'm feeling for you, Virgos, is like an outer body experience. Hey, this energy is so beautiful. Like, if I could describe it, it would be like a kid Christmas, if that makes sense. um I feel like, ooh, I feel like you bad, but it's showing the world that you bad. Okay. Ooh, okay. We got the Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Wow. Wowzers. We do have the Five of Cups. So beautiful. So beautiful. That goes off into, yes, the Six of Cups. Progression, baby. Progression. Can we say hello? Progression. And at the bottom of your deck, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, hold on. The deck wanted to slide. Nice. The Ten of Swords. Okay, Virgos. I feel you. I feel what you're putting down. Somebody is dealing with a situation with people, or I feel like this is a relationship. I don't know, Virgo. I just feel like you happy. This is a past relationship that I'm picking up on. Um, this past relationship put you in so much despair. Oh my goodness. But the person was like dragging your feet. You was like sitting waiting on your laurels for this person like to get it together. Like, you always hope that they would get it together. I keep hearing you was gonna be a part of it, like to the death of you, if that makes sense, but not the actual death of you, but to the death of you. Hmm. Somebody used your love for granted. They took you for granted, but you are making a decision to get out of it. And Virgo, I'm proud of you. You're walking away. Like, this Two of Pentacles here is telling me, look, I waited too long. Like, it's kind of coming back into knowing you, knowing yourself. And even though you were broken from the situation, you felt like you kept giving your love, your attention, your time. I just see you going through a list like, this is what I did and this is what you want to miss out on, or something else that don't even make sense for your life. Are you kidding me? Like, it's kind of like that boss up moment. Like, okay, look, I was being dainty and cute because I liked you and you were vibe, but your vibe is killing my joy and we ain't doing this no more. Period. Point blank, period. Go find somebody else to play with, because if you keep playing with me, it's gonna be to the death of me. And I ain't gonna let that happen. That's the energy I'm feeling. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I'll end it. I'll end the situation. My heart is, and for some reason, at this point of you ending the situation, your heart isn't even broke anymore. I feel like you mentally already moved on. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're detached, but it's not like hurting you to detach. And you love hard. So for you to detach and not feel hurt, it was kind of like you already saw the signs. You were just hoping that this person was going to pick up and do they want to. And they didn't show that. Everything they did was a small step, a small praise. And you was just like, come on, get it together. But she was like, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You took your 5 of cups with you and you said, okay, now I got to nurture back into me. I got to find the joy back into me, which shows me in the 6 of cups right here. It shows me like, I feel like somebody had a revelation at night and you woke up and was like, that's what it is. I got to just move forward. I ain't got time for this. It was just like in that instant, you said, you cut off. That person is cut off. They're not gonna have your energy. They're not gonna have your time. We ain't got time for this. You're cut off. And I feel like when you said that, it wasn't to be mean or rude or anything like that. It was just more of you want to put your time where it's needed the most. And you could have children, and I believe like a lot of parents deal with this where they don't want their children to see what they're going through. And I feel like for you, you kind of like, I want my kids to see, but not that they have to stay in something like this. This is a real mature energy. This is not a game playing energy here. Like you're putting your foot down. And I feel like, and I'm sorry, don't take me out. I feel like this has been a long time coming. Um, the energy is light, but it's heavy at the same time, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you knew you was magical and that's what you were doing, like you were picking yourself back up, but in the same token, like you know, you without this person, and it could have been like, I don't know, maybe you guys were together for 2 years if not 22 or more, but I feel like all you knew was this person, and that's what kind of guided you on, like the security of knowing that this is your person, knowing that when you wake up, when you come to this is going to be where you at. But I feel like this spark just, it's not there no more. The spark for you is to move on. And I'm not saying you're moving on in another relationship by far. But I think you're moving on in another relationship with yourself. I think this is more a self-loving reading than it is about other partners. Even though we do have the Knight of Pentacles here, but that's the slowest moving knight in the deck, which is someone who thinks very strategically, someone that doesn't just jump into the next thing. Even though in the past, I feel like that was your energy. Just jump into the next thing, kind of to keep you moving, just so you wouldn't have to look at the situation that was your Ten of Swords. You felt it. Eventually, you knew it was going to be done and over with because you were going to move on and grow anyway, regardless if that was like a business venture or something that has to do with your hobbies. But whatever it was, you were distracting yourself. But when it really came down to the nitty gritty of you coming to yourself and really saying, like, what's really going on? What do I need to do? And that was the best answer for you, is to find you. Whatever this situation was for someone, you were finding you excuse me, while someone felt like they were losing you. And you could have had accusations of cheating, but I don't think that is what it was. I feel Pilates. I don't know. I just feel something that brought you spiritual happiness. It wasn't anything that was monetary. It was definitely a soul cleansing for you. I just feel like You had people around you that was telling you about the situation, but they weren't, how can I say, they weren't being mean, if that makes sense. They were more like, just do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. Do what you need to do to feel better. You got some really good people around you, like a support system that's really nice. Because at the bottom of all these cards, I see the flowers, I see diamonds, I see more flowers. So you had people that was nurturing into you, who was giving you their energy so you can move forward, so you can build up. Keep that energy around you, Virgos. This is nice. And I feel like those people, even though you didn't ask them for any help, they were still just down for the cause. They were true to the game. They were true to you. Things were revealed, especially with the full moon. Things were revealed. You went in and you weighed out your pros and your cons about it. So, okay. So, if I step away, what's going to happen? And if I stay, what's going to happen? It could be a job situation too. So, take that as it resonates. It could be a manager that every time you turned around, they honestly took you for granted. It's more, this reading is more on the cusp of the divine showing you your worth. People around you were helping you to show you your power, and that you didn't have to stay where you was at for too long, because it was a righteous moment of when this started. Everything is righteous here. Everything is on the up and up. I don't, for someone, I don't feel like you were the cheater, but I do feel like your heart was trampled on and stumped over, and that energy is heavy, guys. I don't like tapping into that, but I do feel like I'm healed, if that makes sense. Like, even though I talked about it, it was like, yeah, okay, I got over it. Go ahead, pass on past that in the reading, if that makes sense. So I do got charmies. Do got charmies. Woo-hoo. Okay. I'm not for sure if this is gonna be loud or not. I'm trying to put it away from the camera and the microphone. So just bear with me a little bit. I got you a little bit. We're gonna figure out what's going on. Oh yes. Oh okay. Okay, Virgos. Okay. Can y'all see that? All right. So look at that. You are already taking your life by the horns. I mean, this is the boat steer. That makes sense. The drive of the boat, and you're driving that boat. Okay, hello. It's kind of like that. Remind me of the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is your life. This is what you're gonna do. Period. You have Aquarius here. Nice. And I feel like for some of you, if it's not like an Aquarius person that's around you, I feel like the Aquarius is like kind of that energy where it's in a way like standoffish, but it's very smart and strategic. Like, the next situation you're going into, you're not going to just jump all the way in, all the way right away. You're going to make sure it's worth your time. And that's what I'm feeling with this Aquarius. You do have children, children that you're nurturing, children that you're um trying to get out of this situation, if that makes sense. I feel like for some reason with that child, hmm, I'm feeling sportsy. Something about sporty. It could be you. It could be you that was, a tomboy back when you were growing up, or a tom girl, however you want to be. But whatever this is, it's like I feel sports for some reason. And I don't normally feel that with the kids. I feel sports though. But I feel like you're nurturing and growing something, and it's going to mature very well. Whatever you're nurturing and growing, you have the elephant wisdom. Wisdom comes with time, And also, someone is trying to speak to you through music. Okay? I call that's a triple vibe, period. And your heart is not empty, but it's open, if that makes sense. Even though it looks empty, it's how you view it, but your heart is open. And your angels is someone that passed on, like a grandma, hmm, a grandma or a mom. But the main thing I heard was grandma, that is telling you have fun, enjoy life, and go forward. You do have the butterfly. Things are gonna be whimsical, and you have the dragonfly for sure. And I feel like with you, you understand that nothing has to be perfect, but it can be worth your time and experience. So, you guys, that's where I'm going to leave you at. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure you give a video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will catch you guys in your next quickie. Bye, Virgos. Love you. Bye.